right, so this is my Polly Pocket collection. It's a dedicated bookcase with glass doors. And today I'm gonna choose a Polly Pocket to do an in-depth tour. I'm looking around. I'm gonna choose one. I think I'm gonna do actually Pollyville. So Pollyville was a set of compacts or playsets that was started in 1993 and then ran all the way until like 1996. I have most of them. There's only two that I'm missing. So I'm gonna do a Pollyville today. So let me choose one to show you guys. I'm gonna do one of the earlier ones because these are 95 and 96 for the most part. Okay. I definitely want to do a light up set. So Magical Mansion is a great one, but it's so big. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. This is the 1994 light up hotel. So I'm gonna take it and we're gonna do a tour of this one. Hi everyone, it is Tree from Lost Time Toys, and today we are going to be discussing this amazing playset. This is the 1994 light up hotel. This playset is part of the Pollyville collection. So Pollyville basically was a world in miniature, just like a lot of Polly Pocket, but it is built, and the idea is that Polly Pocket has her own town called Pollyville, and there are a bunch of playsets that center around dwellings and building and structures that exist in this town. And this set came out in 1994, which I think is the second year of Pollyville, and it is a light up set. So this, by hitting this knob at the top of the chimney, things will light up inside of the compact. And I love this one in particular because I think it has so many like hidden details that I find very, very charming and very just beautifully constructed. It is one of the most intricate designed Pollyvilles, and it is like a very good size. It's probably like, you could hold it in the palm of your hand rather comfortably. And it has 4 figures. I think the original name when this was released in England was Polly's Villa, but in America, the branding was Light Up Hotel. So get ready to go on a trip with Polly Pocket and her friends, and let's take a tour of the 1994 Light Up Hotel. All right, so I'm gonna give you a tour of the hotel. Let's take a look at the outside. I'm gonna be talking like I'm a real estate agent, but I have no credentials. Just wanna show you the outside of this compact. There's just so many details. So let's start with the front here. So there is a white fence. There are these beautiful columns that run at the base of the fence. I don't know what type of columns these are. You know, I did get a 5 on the AP Art History test, but I want to say these are Doric columns, but they are probably not even columns. I know they're not Corinthian, because Corinthian is the one with the really ornate cornices, but I'm just gonna say that they are Doric in style, but they're white and presumably they are made out of some sort of stone, maybe limestone, who knows? I'm not a mason or a contractor for that reason, but there is also a blue fence. So this blue fence looks like it's this almost dark sky blue, if that makes sense. It's like very faded and muted, but it's a beautiful color. it opens up. There's these rings where you can hold the handles and open up this fence. And then you notice that the base of the columns that are holding this iron wrought fence is orange. And this orange, it's kind of this like sherbet orange color that runs throughout the hotel. I'm gonna call this a hotel, even though the British name calls it Polly's Villa. It's a hotel to me. In fact, I'll even say that it's an Airbnb as the real estate broker for this property. So beautiful fence work. And if you go inside the fence, you see such a beautiful kind of like all these bricks and cobblestones that are the same light orange sherbet color. There is a garden path with what it looks like maybe yellow flowers with pink centers. There's a bush that is prominently standing proudly next to the pink door. This door has almost like a Roman, maybe like Florentine style. It reminds me of those famous bronze doors in Florence. What is it called? Was it Ghiberti's door? It's right in the main square with the bell tower. But it has 8 of these like panel squares, and it reminds me of that. I feel like the columns next to it, that looks like it's Doric. Whatever, there's some Doric work that's happening here. I just don't know the architectural term for it, but I love this edifice. There's so much detail, like this wing tipped on the side, this cypress bush that is just beautifully standing there. The garden kind of surrounds this brickwork all the way at the bottom here. Don't we love that? And then in this corner, we see that there is a swan in this pond. So do we see the swan in the pond? It rhymes. There is this structure, this conical structure that I thought lights up, but I'm sad to say it does not light up. It is just a translucent spinning thing. And you can spin it. Let's see, look at the swan. It spins and you can move the swan. It needs a little bit of grease. The swan hasn't been very active recently. The swan is in fact very sedentary. So this little contraption needs some lube. It needs to be lubed up. But beautiful kind of like garden, courtyard, and we can talk a little bit about the structure of the hotel. So there's this beautiful, it looks like a front side bay window, and the top pediment, you might call it, has these striations that looks like rays of the sun. Some more columns. You're gonna hate me. I actually think they're Doric. I hate myself. But there's white windows. There's a small window with a similar architectural style at the top with this crescent pediment as well. And then there's lovely architectural details in brick that line the edges of this hotel. Let's look at profile. Profile, you see that there is a green roof, 2 green roofs, and a small rounded window in this lower structure. So this is a 2-story building. And again, there's a translucent thing here. I want to say it's a chimney and a little tiny bird. Look at this. A bird is perched on the roof. So cute. The back is boring. There's nothing really to see in the back except there's some continuing sherbet orange color. Okay, so this is the actual chimney. So what the heck is this? It's just like a pipe, a little light up pipe. So this is the chimney, lots of brick. You can really climb up the side of this chimney. It's giving like Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like I would totally be a blue barracuda or a silver snake and climb up. This little knob is what you use to light up the light up hotel. We'll get to that in a little bit. And then the top, oh my God, do you see this? So romantic. There's a little carve out where you could sit at the top, a rooftop balcony. And in the rooftop balcony, you can have, there's some more lights on the side. Do we love that? 2 love seats. I want to say this is a lanai. It's giving me some lanai action. A lanai is a word that I learned from watching the 1980s TV sitcom Golden Girls, and they're in Miami. So this is giving me very Miami vibes. There's this beautiful pink sticker. Do you see the sticker? And the sticker showcases some beautiful flowers. The flowers have this like tropical element. This is why I'm thinking Miami lanai. I'm gonna say that this isn't in Miami. In fact, this is where the Golden Girls go on vacation. I love the pink. I love the sticker work. And there's like these curves and swirls on these love seats. So that's the outside of the light up hotel. So now I'm gonna take you inside the hotel. All right, so now let's open the hotel. Oh my gosh. All right, let's take this. I'm not gonna overwhelm you. Let's just focus on this area. This is the lobby, presumably. So the lobby, what you'll see in the lobby, what do you see in the lobby? You see that there is a front desk. I'm gonna say this is the front desk. It's a purple front desk. And in the front desk, there is a tiny, I don't know what that is. What is that? It's like a silver, it looks like a sewing machine. It also looks vaguely like a deli slicer. And this looks like pieces of cheese. I don't think that's right. Let's say that it's a telephone. I'm gonna say it's a telephone. Like a bronze telephone for the guests to check in. Maybe this is a guest book rather than Havarti cheese. And you can sign in at this purple counter and, you know, like write in, maybe pay your deposit, get your room key. Or if it's an Airbnb, maybe this is where the host meets you and does your intake work. In the back wall, what do we see in this back wall? We see a grandfather clock in pink. Do you see this? A pink grandfather clock, and the clock is ticking. Look at the bottom of the clock. Time is almost running out. It looks like it's like 11:45, so it's almost time for check-in, girls. There's a candle, a big candle. Oh my gosh, this candle, this will run you like $50 at Home Goods. I bet you it smells really fresh too, like maybe a lemon, maybe like a vanilla, something very subtle but very cute. There's a green vase. The vase is exactly the same color as the plant, which is a little lazy, but it is, I'm gonna say, what type of plant is that? Maybe a fiddle leaf? Would you say this is a fiddle leaf plant? Was that in vogue back in 1994? Okay, and then you can peer into the main lobby. So this is the check-in. The lobby has this chandelier. Do we see that lovely 3-tier chandelier here poking through? Okay, so now let's open the main part of the hotel. Oh wait, hold up. The stairway is kind of getting in the way. Oh my gosh. Girlies, do we love this? Okay, so, oh my gosh, so much to unpack. But we're gonna unpack mainly in this area. This is the lobby eating area, like the lobby of the hotel. So what do we see here, guys? We see that there's a archway. See this archway? I think this chandelier will eventually light up, and there's that non-chimney thing is poking out of the chandelier. So there's a lovely seating area. So there are two couches, two hot pink couches that face each other. Can we talk about the feng shui a little bit? There's no coffee table. There's no middle table. What are people supposed to do with the food that they eat? Or like the coffee that they drink? They're just gonna spill all the crumbs in the middle of this seating area. But that's okay. It's meant for conversation. This place is an inviting social space. So you don't need a coffee table or an ottoman of any kind. There's just two two-seater couches facing each other directly. It's like you're confronting two couples confronting each other, like arguing about who has the better marriage. There's no rug, so this is a little low budget decor, because typically you would have like a 10 by 12 or at least an 8 by 10 Persian rug here to keep it more inviting. But that's okay. There's a seating area. Do you see the seating area? There's a light purple breakfast nook here. There's some coffee mugs, yellow plates, and silverware that blends in exactly with the table. So they could have done a better paint job there, but that's okay. There's two very low chairs, dining chairs. So it's just a little nook to eat some breakfast. In Europe, the breakfasts at these hotels are always so good. They always have like various cuts of meat, cured meats, pickles, vegetables, cheese, breads, jams, marmalade. It's so delicious. I assume that this hotel will also have a similar spread. I almost missed this oval rug. There's this sticker rug, and it is pink with pink hearts and a light green background. We love that rug. It invites you from the check-in area into this confrontational seating area with tons of crumbs for all of the bread and marmalade that you'll be eating. So there is a beautiful staircase right here. The staircase will lead you up to the sleeping quarters, but underneath the staircase is the kitchen. So in the kitchen, this is probably where they will lay out all the breakfast foods. There is some shelves. The shelves have yellow jars, pans, an oven, and a stovetop. And the kitchen counters are all pink. Love that. All right, so let us look at the staircase. The staircase there's like this balustrade railing that's all white, and then the side of the chimney embraces the wall here, and the staircase curves upwards. There's a beautiful sticker in purple with what looks like a candelabra or a light fixture, a sconce. We call it a sconce moment that's right here. And then there's a mirror, a rectangular mirror in that very corner. You know what this kind of reminds me of? There's this British show in the 90s called Mr. Bean, and there's this one episode where he is staying at like a bed and breakfast, and he is trying to go down the stairs to go eat breakfast in this hotel, and this old frail woman takes forever. So he's like has this drudgery trying to walk behind her, and he almost like motions this like psycho stabbing motion because he's so frustrated. But I remember that he was stuck on this staircase for forever, and it's exactly the same layout. Okay, so that is the staircase, but then we're gonna move up into the bedroom. Do you see this bedroom here? Okay, so I'm gonna so you have to pop the stairs right here so that you get the full view of the bedroom. So the bedroom is quite nice. It has, look, the bay window in the very back. Do we see that, the bay window? So you get a beautiful view of like maybe the beach or the gardens, perhaps. And there's this pillar of light that is very, very nice. There's this beautiful texture, light purple tile, and a beautiful canopy bed. See this canopy bed? It has a hot pink stable or roof to the bed, and some light periwinkle curtains, and it has a nightstand here. The nightstand is in hot pink. What do we see on the side on the nightstand? What do you guys think that is? I'm gonna say that it looks like maybe some food. So maybe they did they ordered some room service. It has like that bell thing that probably like you lift up the bell thing and there's probably like bacon and eggs, and that's like the meal that they're currently eating. Or it could be a book. Maybe they're reading like some Russian literature before bed. Maybe some Tolstoy, Anna Karenina, or maybe, I don't know, maybe some Jane Austen, some Pride and Prejudice. I'm currently reading Wuthering Heights by one of the Bronte sisters for my book club, so maybe they brought a book. The bed is very nicely tucked in. Again, hot pink, yellow pillow. I think a yellow pillow is the way to go, folks. A yellow pillow is the way to go because it doesn't get dirty. It always looks clean. So if you have white, then all the stains will show. And then it looks like, okay, so someone brought their own teddy bear. I don't know. Some people bring stuffed animals on trips with them. I'm not pointing any fingers. Maybe my friend Jay brings stuffed animals when he's traveling. I'm just joking. I bring my dolls sometimes, but I think it's cute. And then there's a chest at the bottom of the stairs. So you could keep all of your trinkets, your clothes, because where's the closet space? There's not much closet space. Maybe, okay, in this corner here, do you see that? Maybe this is the closet space. Maybe this is the armoire. This like periwinkle lavender armoire. It almost looks like a mud room, but I think it's an armoire, like a dresser where you can keep your clothes. And then, oh my gosh, there's so much to unpack. There's a white vanity table here. So you can like sit and do your makeup for hours, getting decked out. I mean, if this is a romantic getaway and this is like the hotel, maybe you're like getting primed up and ready for your lover. Although if you're with your lover, you probably wouldn't bring this teddy bear. I don't know. I love this. I love this. Let's get the stairs back because you need the stairs to be able to appreciate what's going on down here. This is where the magic happens, y'all. Okay, so let's assume that the stairs are locked in. What do we see here? This is the bathroom, but I think it's like a Roman bath. Or like an Italian escape room. It has this sauna spa retreat vibe. I'm gonna say that it's half a regular bathroom because there is a toilet. See the toilet? But it has the columns, the Roman, perhaps Doric columns that made their return. And this beautiful wash basin with gold. You know it's fancy when there's gold gilded faucets. And then the tiles, I'm just gonna say these are marble tiles in this like light blue. But the coolest part, besides the stairway that folds in and out, goes from the bedroom down to this subterranean spa retreat, is a sunken tub. It's not even a tub. I want to call this a pool. It's almost like a swimming pool. Do you see this? How cool would it be that in your own little villa, in your hotel villa, there's this pool and there's like 2 rings around the pool. You can really like rub-a-dub-dub, have a little dippy-whippy in this pool. My favorite thing to do when I'm on vacation is taking a dippy-whippy because I love getting wet and I love just swimming around, splashing around like I'm a little mermaid. I just love it. It's so nice. So, oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Okay, let me show you the entirety of the hotel. So you can go through the gates. There's like obviously these beautiful pink brick side pocket that's in every Pollyville set. You burst through the front door. You go check in at this meat slicer / check-in counter. You check the time. You look at this uniformly green plant. That's probably a fiddle leaf. You go in, grab some breakfast, some brekkie from the kitchenette, sit down, have an altercation with the other couple that you're with, go up the stairs like Mr. Bean, and then you go to the bedroom with your stuffed animal and your Wuthering Heights book and your little, what does he call it? Is it a cloche with some food? You put on some makeup in the vanity, and then you go down and have a dippy whippy. A dippy whippy in this sauna spa retreat. Beautiful, gorgeous. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn off the lights, because once you press this, all the lights turn on. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the lights. It is pitch black. Ready? Do you see this? This is the bedroom. How romantic is this? You could have this beautiful romantic night in the bedroom. The light is on. See, you can peer through the window. Oh my gosh, peer through the window right now, guys. Can you see that? It's so romantic. Okay, so there's 3 modes. So that's the bedroom. Let's click it again. Oh my gosh. Guys, you could party downstairs in this argumentative confrontation area / breakfast nook. And then this, the check-in lobby area looks stunning at night. I love this non-functional chimney thing with the chandelier. Look at the chandelier. Isn't this amazing? Okay, one more click. I think this is with both lights. So it splits the current. I'm not an electrician, but it splits the current, so there's 2. So now this is lit and the bedroom is lit. Let me close everything so you can see how it looks on the outside. This is how it looks on the outside. Oh my God, I totally forgot. You can even see the lanai. There's a lanai area, so you can party after you have a romantic night in the bedroom. You go to the lanai and just sit and gaze at the stars. I love that. 10 out of 10. All right, so the lights are back on, and that was so fun. So let's go over, okay, let me lower it, and let's go for some of the characters. So there are 4 guests that are on this girls' trip. We're gonna go over them. So the first is Polly. Polly is wearing a beautiful purple, like this royal purple outfit. She's all business. She's, the top matches the bottom. I don't know, girl is not messing around. She's all business. She's the type A person that booked the whole trip. She really wants to get everyone together. She has a whole itinerary planned. She has her typical Polly Pocket blonde curls and a blue headband. She has her hands akimbo down to her side. She's like, guys, we have to go grocery shopping. She's the person that leads the grocery trip, okay? And on the bottom, she has a pink base. The bottom of her figure says Bluebird Toys, copyright 1994. And there's a number 4. So she is the leader of the group, of course. Every Pollyville and Polly Pocket that has a Polly, I think. The next one, this is, I'm gonna say, this is Polly's best friend on this trip. This is Melanie. Melanie is black, and she has a dark complexion and a power haircut. She has these sharp bangs, a blunt cut. We love a blunt cut for Melanie. She's wearing this like eggnog colored dress because she can. It really shows off her complexion, and light rose colored boots. She looks like a badass. I'm obsessed with Melanie. So Melanie is the one that like is tagging along. She loves hanging out with her friends, and she's a great conversationalist. You can stay up all night and talk to Melanie. She also has a peach base, and it says the same thing as Polly, probably. Yep. 1994, Bluebird Toys. So this is Melanie, guest number 2 on this girls' trip. Guest number 3. Okay, who is this? This is Rachel. Rachel's name is spelled exactly like Rachel Ray, of Food Network fame. Rachel Ray had a beautiful and really fun show in the 90s and early 2000s called $40 a Day, and I loved it. Rachel's name is spelled exactly the same. So Rachel has one hand raised. She's like, hey guys, I'm ready to party. And she has auburn red hair and pigtails. And she's wearing a very fun lime green dress. And she looks like she's wearing some white tennis shoes. So she's ready to go. She's down to clown. And Rachel is the peacemaker of the group. If there's an altercation, Rachel's gonna be there to lighten the mood. She's very cordial, very friendly, but also very non-confrontational. So we all need a Rachel. Okay, the last guest that we are showing you today is, we all have that one friend that's kind of a hot mess, and that hot mess today is Eve. Do we see Eve? Eve is that friend, a type B friend that is the life of the party. She is the personality hire of the group. She has middle parted brown hair, and she's already in this beautiful, skimpy bathing suit that is magenta. So she has one arm kind of like flouncing outwards. She's like, guys, I am ready for that dippy whippy. You can find her already head deep in that sunken pool in the spa area because she's already in a swimsuit. She may be drunk and maybe like already in the swan pond, the front. She just loves getting wet. So this is Eve. So all 4 friends are having a vacation retreat at the villa. So let me show you how they can party. Okay, so let me back it up. Back it up, ladies. All right, so let us open the villa one more time. And now we have all 4 characters. Do we love them? We love them. So what is the easiest character to take care of from the beginning? Of course, Eve, the hot mess. Eve is going to go straight head first into the dippy whippy. She is already in this pool, the sunken tub. So she's just partying right there. Do we see her? Do we see how she's already partying? We love that for her. We love that for Eve. Okay. So Polly, the leader of the group, is going to be downstairs. She's going to be working out the logistics by this meat slicer. She's probably talking to the concierge. She wants to get an itinerary for tomorrow, maybe book an excursion. So that is Polly. Do you see Polly? She's just like downstairs while Eve is completely inebriated and already topsy-turvy in the tub. Then we have Rachel. Rachel is congenial. She's friendly. I'm gonna put Rachel actually outside. Rachel is gonna be outside in the courtyard admiring this completely functionless swan pond, okay? Rachel's partying with the swans. And then Melanie, the friend, she's gonna go upstairs in the bedroom. She's about to take a nap. See, there's Melanie. Do we love that? All 4 friends in the light up hotel. You guys have to tell me what is your favorite part about this light up hotel, because I'm obsessed. It's one of my favorite Pollyville sets because there's so much to look at. It is truly, I always say this, but it's a feast for the eyes. It truly is. I'm obsessed with it. I love everything about this hotel, and I would stay here 1,000 times over. Do you guys agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments.